here's what I want to say to you. Just because someone rejects you does not mean that you are the problem. The problem may be, I think about children who struggle because their dad is obnoxious. Their dad they were raised by a jerk that loved to harass people and hurt people. I've dealt with it many times. The problem might be an obnoxious jerk who loves to make people feel incompetent. What you feel like, the thing that causes you to feel like you are the problem. It can be that you're not the problem at all. It might be that you are being raised by or taught by or whatever by somebody that loves to make people feel intimidated, somebody that loves to make people feel less than. It's kind of like little Jimmy going to elementary school and came home from his first day at school, and his mother asked him, how did you like your teacher? And he said, well, she's mean, but she's fair. His mother says, what in the world does that mean? Well, he said, she's mean, but she's mean to everybody. He found some consolation in that. Some people, but the point I'm making is some people are mean to everyone. Of course, that's a child's perspective there, but some people are mean to everyone. And what even makes it worse sometimes if somebody you love and trust is when they're mean to you and nice to everybody else.
Yeah.
I worked for a man at one time, and he would require everyone in his organization to take IQ tests. And then after he would review the IQ test, he would sit down and review it with you, and his IQ was off the chain. It was over the moon. He would require you to sit down with him while he compared your IQ test to his. Wow. He was not satisfied with knowing that he was smarter than you. He had to make sure that you knew he was smarter than you. You may have been rejected by such a person. It can be a school teacher, it can be a boss, it can be a parent, it can be a family member of some kind, and no matter what you do, never good enough. You may have been rejected by a family member because rejection is what he does. You may have been rejected because he's just a jerk. You may have been rejected by your dad, for instance, because Albert Einstein would not have been smart enough to suit him, or Charles Atlas would not have been strong enough to humor him. The enemy's prescription for rejection often includes, and forgive me for using this phrase, I just couldn't think of a better one, but it often includes a jerk in your life. Just because someone is dysfunctional doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. The enemy's prescription for rejection often includes a jerk in your life.
Whew.
It's one of the ways that the enemy creates a stronghold in your mind. And that stronghold must come down. And half of it, now think about this, hear this, half of the battle is you just knowing that's what it is. That's what I'm dealing with today. It's not that that I'm such a horrible person because I've been rejected because I'm such a horrible person. Nothing to do with that. It's a stronghold the enemy's trying to has set up in your mind. And it's our responsibility to, through the Word, through the power of God, in prayer, to take that stronghold down. And half of it is just owning up, confessing, that's what the problem is. That's what the stronghold is. That is how he has set it up. That's how he's gone about it, and it is not true. Now, can I say this? I'm not into pop psychology. I don't care about that. I don't think that's what we need. I think what we need is Bible.
Amen.
We just need Bible, and Bible is what I'm giving you. That stronghold needs to come down, and it will come down when you confess before God that you understand how it's happened, and that you reject it, and that you believe what the Bible says about you. And the Bible said, for God so loved the world that he, so what? So loved, you can put your own name in there. For God so loved your name, that he gave his only begotten Son, that if you would believe in him, he'd give you everlasting life. There is no greater love than when a man would lay down his life for his friend. He laid down his life for you because he loves you. He does not reject you.